Kenosha today.
Hello again, everybody.
Oh, Harry! Oh, yeah, Harry!
You know, there comes a time when you probably ought to stop broadcasting. I probably should have quit about 5 years before I passed.
I think we should have quit about 20 years ago.
That's okay. I've been listening since 10. I can't make anything out of it.
What am I, an accountant? What do I know? We only deal in truth here.
Oh, my God. What world am I living in? Scott Barter's making me laugh.
Don't you feel a little stupid? Go over there this afternoon. Throw your worm in the water. See how that works out.
Throw your worm in the water means something different in Los Angeles.
Well, it means about the same thing here in Kenosha. Wow, things haven't changed.
That's what I'm saying. I can't make heads or tails which part is which.
Was a virgin sacrifice?
Not that I recall. We couldn't find one.
And not in Kenosha anyway, right?
Get through what you got to get through, Scott.
This program is a real challenge.
Good morning, everybody. This is Uncle Scotty Barter, and welcome to the May 11th edition of the award-winning Kenosha Today weekly report on this beautiful Mother's Day weekend. Coming to you live from Studio A here at AM 1050 WLIP. We are streaming live and booming across the very soggy cornfields of the Midwest, reaching out to over 1.4 million listeners residing here in the Tri-County area. Easy, Spider. Being brought to you this morning by our major sponsors, the Boathouse Pub and Eatery and Barter's Financial Planning Services, along with a host of other very fine local businesses. Filling in for the fixer, Elmo Schneider, who was away on assignment this morning. This might be against my better judgment. Wait, now it's too late to talk you out of it, right? The Crown Prince of Pakistan, Gunga from Libertyville, via way of Pakistan, is here. Gunga, welcome.
Thank you very much.
Well, that's it for Gunga. How much trouble can that get us in? All right, we ready?
Yeah.
Also with us, my boyhood hero, our video coordinator, Spider Love, the Doctor of Love, joins us here at Camp
Yeah,
Happy
we're
Face.
going to have to take that back to the drawing board.
Yeah.
What?
Spider Love, the Doctor of Love. No.
Well, that guy over there, he's right there.
Right, yeah, I know who you're talking about, but your clever nickname for him isn't. It's
Well, I had to change it.
convoluted and
I
not so
was,
clever.
Informed this week that I was infringing on somebody else's name, so
Oh,
far be it for me to break the rules here.
sure.
And, of course, engineering and board operating the Kenosha Today trolley ride this morning. Wacky Wayne is here with all my children.
Yes.
So we did this promo, first time ever,
Oh, I'm so excited.
and boy, that ought to come out pretty good, don't you think?
Oh, yeah.
There's 40
Yeah.
seconds you won't get back
Yep,
ever
no.
in your life again.
I actually deleted it and just said, Pete, use your best judgment on something like that. I
You
said,
deleted it?
well, yeah.
Well, how can he use his best judgment? Something you deleted.
There you go. Pretty sure we're gonna knock that one out of the park.
This week, the Kenosha Today Secret Word Challenge is sponsored by Barter's Financial Planning Services, and the Kenosha Today Brain Trust has pre-selected this morning's secret word, and the first caller to say that is going to win a $20 Boathouse gift card. And we actually had a winner for the first time in a long time. The Triple B from Bristol. You know,
Yep.
at the production meeting, she's the Triple B.
Oh, she's the Triple B?
Boozum Beth from Bristol.
Oh, you met her, huh?
No, I just made up the name.
Oh, okay.
Coming up after the 10:30
Boozum?
weather break, Kenosha's fastest growing game show sensation, the lightning round of City in Jeopardy, sponsored by the Boathouse Pub and Eatery. See, that just goes to show we don't just sit around and whistle Dixie at these production meetings. There's some really there's some value to that.
There is?
Yeah. Well, how long do you think it took us? Took us a whole week to come up with Triple B.
I don't doubt that for a second.
Now she'll probably never call here again.
That's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
Gunga, tip in anytime you want here.
Well, I would like to just let the audience know the washroom facilities here at the studio are wonderful. It's much nicer than in Pakistan. I really like to compliment especially the women's washroom, which I used. It's quite fresh.
Yeah, you don't want to go to the men's unless you're wearing a hazmat.
Certainly,
outfit thing.
I can imagine.
So when you went into the women's,
Yes.
unlike Pakistan,
I got lost.
Did you? You did sit down, did you?
Certainly not. We never touch the basins. In fact, we just use a bench.
In Pakistan, you just go up. Yeah, you just use
Yes.
a bench, right?
Yes.
Like a puppy dog.
And they
and
cost
raise your
you
leg
10
and away you
cents.
go. That's not primitive. I mean, I do that when I'm on a golf course.
What, over your bag?
Yes.
Of course.
Good morning. You're on Kenosha today.
Good morning, Gunga and everyone. Oh, I'm so excited.
can't
Gunga's
hear
back
her.
again.
Good.
And we had such a wonderful time last night, Gunga, didn't
I
we?
can't hear her,
Yes,
seriously.
thank you, Shirley. It was a wonderful time, and I would like to thank you for saying all the nice things you have said last evening. And also, I would like to wish you a happy Mother's Day for the most wonderful woman in all of Kenosha.
Oh,
And Mother.
you're
I
so,
can't hear
thank
her.
you so
What do
much.
you want me to do,
And my
hold your
friends
hand?
and I said, you get better looking every time we see you.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
Yes, you
Oh,
do.
now I can. Shirley,
Yes.
sorry I missed your first couple seconds there. I wasn't plugged in. Yeah.
Scott doesn't know how to get tab A into slot B. It's been a drought for him.
That's bad if you're not plugged in.
Geez, I
Not
wish
for
I'd have said
Scott.
that.
He's used to it.
Yes,
Yeah.
I've been there too with 9 wives. I haven't been plugged in a long time.
Shirley, I got this little story. If I can get through this.
Probably not.
Well, there's
But we'll
this,
see.
There's this husband and wife. They were married for 30 years, and they went through a bitter divorce. Now, she passes away, and she gets up to the gates of heaven and is met by St. Peter. And St. Peter says, well, you have to spell a word to get in here. And the lady says, well, what's the word? And St. Peter says, love. Well, L-O-V-E. He says, welcome to heaven. And he says, as long as you're here by the gate, I got him running errand. Why don't you just stand here and, if somebody comes up, help me out here. So within a couple minutes, her ex-husband shows up, rather surprised that he's actually at the gates of heaven. And so she says, well, I'm watching the gates for St. Peter, but you'll have to spell a word. And the guy says, well, what's the word? She says, Czechoslovakia. I'll wait for the laughter if you want to.
Oh, was I supposed to insert the laugh track? My mistake.
That's funny.
Yes,
That's
I'd be
very
redundant to say that Mr. Sexy Wayne's sarcasm is deafening.
Very deafening.
Hey, good news for you. Illinois, the Illinois governor is planning to legalize marijuana, recreational marijuana, in the state starting next year.
Uh-huh.
And then also you can start making $1 million. Over the border.
Oh, there you go.
Yes, I'm going to need your pot recipe there, Shirley. Also,
I'll share it with you, Gunga.
thank you. I'll grow it in some camel dung in my garage.
boy.
It should be quite explosive.
Oh, I imagine it is, yeah.
So anyway, apparently,
Might even put a smile on Mr. Wayne's face. Looks
Maybe.
Like,
the only smile he gets on his face is when he's out of here at noon on his way back to Antioch.
that's kind of what I gather.
Yeah. Anyways, Wisconsin is apparently way behind the curve when it comes to marijuana laws, and the state is one of 17 which the possession, sale, and cultivation of marijuana in any amount can result in criminal prosecution. So anyway, I think Wisconsin will eventually get this passed, and especially when Republican Assembly Speaker Robin Vos says, I'm open to medical marijuana when it's prescribed by a doctor. You don't have a doctor's degree, do you?
Are you speaking
No.
to me or Shirley?
Are you talking to Gunga?
I'd love Shirley to operate on me, but I've had to dismiss her now, and of course go for you, Mr. Doughy Shoulder.
You don't do any cavity searches, do you?
Gunga?
Shirley, I believe you.
Or me, yeah.
Yes.
The ball's in your court.
No, I don't.
Yes. That's not what you told me last evening.
Yeah.
That was so much fun.
Hey, I heard that you really put down the booze and a couple shots of that rum chata, and you're sailing. That's the way it was explained to me.
Yeah, I had wine last night. I didn't have rum shot. I had wine.
Well, a whole box full?
Oh, no, quite a bit, though. I was feeling no pain.
Yeah, she's got that double-sided shot glass, too. I was very impressed with her drinking skills.
Yeah. It was nice that Wade gave me that unusual glass. That was really good.
Our Wayne?
Lenny looked at it too. It's really different.
You were there, Wayne?
No, not so much. I haven't been giving people glasses for presents.
All right, so what are you going to get for Mother's Day? Then we got to move on here.
I don't know yet. Tomorrow's Mother's Day.
Well, don't mothers usually recommend? And it's not a Mother's Day anymore. I heard this our friends prior. It's a Mother's Day weekend. It starts on Friday, and all the billions of dollars that are spent on the wonderful moms of the country, in this country and across the world. And for those that are in the golfing business, if you want to own the golf course, go out tomorrow because there'll be nobody on the golf course.
Yes.
And here, to illustrate my
There
point,
better not be.
how unfair this is. For example, the Boathouse is having the big Mother's Day brunch that I'll get into. And they'll pack the place. And they have all the hams and the turkeys and all the fixings. When you get to Father's Day, they get beans and franks. That's all that happens. So us dads got to
Yes.
pull together.
Why is that? Mothers are more important, I guess.
And being on the golf course, you'll see Scotty Barter squatting over his golf bag. It'll be quite amazing if anyone would care to show up on the 9th hole.
Smack them with their one wood.
Oh, certainly. You know all about the golfing.
I've heard stories.
Yes. That's how he gets his cans open.
Yes, Scott, you're a good golfer, are you, right?
He has many handicaps.
I don't fancy myself as a good golfer. I play and I have my priorities: exercise, suntan, and if I happen to play well, so much the better. If my score gets out of hand, I throw the card away and cheat for the rest of the day.
Yes, he's an excellent kisser also, Shirley. He's actually a one handicap in the kissing department. I found out last week. It was lovely.
Uh-oh.
Yes. Would you like me to touch your shoulder?
No.
Oh, boy.
You're gonna have to pay
really got
attention.
something going now, I guess, huh?
Shirley has powerful shoulders. I like that.
I thought you dumped her for me.
Well, I did, but I had to test the waters. I wasn't making any headway anyway.
Do you
Her
know-
husband was glaring at me. He threatened to shoot me with his bow and arrow after he went deer hunting.
Do you know how many times I've been told just that? Forget you, Scotty boy. I'm going to go test the waters.
There you
Well,
go.
you know.
Free agency.
Free agency.
Yeah, I guess
I've been kicked to the curb so many times. My garbage man puts a toe tag and looks forward to seeing me in the parkway every Monday morning. Anyway, we're going to be talking about how to celebrate Mother's Day in Pakistan.
That'll be I can't wait to hear
It'll be
that.
quite informative, I'm sure.
Well, here's one. You delete Fast Fanny from your online dating site from gungusandgoats.com. That's a Fast Fanny would be a username.
That also would be 50 cents a minute. I have to put my two boys, Pampers and Blue Boy, through college.
College could they be going to?
Oh, the University of Honeywagon Tech. Yes.
Why did I? I'm just lobbing them up here for him. I don't know.
Softballs, yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
yes. They've got 2 tanker trucks and they do quite a good business. So call 1-800. We'll drain you.
No, see.
Oh,
Here
my
comes
gosh, you make me laugh so early in the morning.
Here
That's
comes
wonderful.
here comes the hate text right off the bat. All I said was,
What is it, Ruth? She didn't call you an a-hole, did she?
Oh no,
I would like to see that.
No,
I would like to hear the upgrading information. Maybe Congress will get that.
Wayne, don't worry about leaving early. You might get an early out, and not have to ever come back. So, anyway, Shirley, we got to move on. We got lots to do here today.
Okay, well, I royally enjoyed last night.
Well, I
yeah,
enjoyed it
I'm
last night.
sure.
Just don't mention it to Scotty. I have a hot date with him tonight, too.
Oh, yeah, okay, well, it's our secret.
Thank
It's
you.
our
Oh yeah, and the two
Happy
people that
Mother's Day
listened.
to all the mothers.
Yes,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
as well. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
it's-
Bye.
it's-
Have
Bye.
fun. Have fun.
yeah.
Bye.
So you're Seekit and the other two people that listen. To this
Oh,
dribble.
yes, I'm just, I'm a traveling man.
Where was I at? After the 11 o'clock break, this week's top 10 thought-provoking category written on the deck at the Boathouse Pub and Eatery, the top 10 highlights of Mother's Day here in Kenosha. And also, during that half hour, Stump the Chumps. We'll see if any of our listeners are actually smarter than the chumps that sit here in this studio every Saturday morning.
May I chime in and ask about shall we evaluate buffets? Would you like to do that since Mr. Timmy could not show up? Mr.
Bubba, you mean?
Mr. Bubba, I apologize. Mr. Bubba and Mr. Carey did not participate in today's event.
You want to talk about?
No, but I was just wondering if you'd like to.
Well, we got 2 hours. What the hell?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You have a beer buffet. Where do you like to drink your beer?
In a glass,
In a glass?
preferably.
Oh, would you like
Really, in a glass?
I'm not a
Nice.
You're
real.
one of those fancy boys, huh?
Yeah, I'm not a real big beer drinker.
No. What are you talking about? You quit drinking nice teas to drink a 30-pack of beer a week.
Well, that's just a rumor.
That's something you said. Yeah,
I did.
That's the rumor you're telling.
I didn't say. I did. I.
Yes.
Well, sometimes I speak.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and also, Beth, if you're out there, Scotty would love to hear from you.
Yeah,
You know-
if she calls in, I send him out there to Bristol to pick her up,
Sure.
and this is his story, not mine, and I should.
So
let
why
him
are you
tell-
telling it?
Because I tell it better than him.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
certainly. Yeah.
And I know it. He don't.
Right.
The first liar never has a chance.
That's right. So he goes out there and takes one look in the window.
Sure.
And here's a young, impressionable guy like Gunga, only been married 9 times. He gets in his car and he comes back to town here.
Sure.
He was frightened.
I could barely drive. I was so...
Easy. Yeah.
I wasn't going to say that.
Well,
I was excited.
boy, now you might be scarred for life.
Sure.
You know, you take one look at triple B's out there.
How do you know? She only looked like a double B to me.
Listen, you drink a couple teas and they all look. add one to every half hour. And by the way, Gunga, there's even more fun, boys and girls, after the 11:30 break.
And when is this happening?
After the 11:30
Oh,
break.
thank you.
The fun, I mean.
Oh, yes.
Special weekly editorial segment as the, what did I almost say? It's as the dranadary. What's dranadary? Is that something?
Don't
with a
look at
camel?
me.
That's a camel.
That's something you drank last
Oh,
week.
no. That's a one-humped camel, isn't it?
A dromedary?
Dromedary, isn't it?
You've got me. That sounds too. That's in American abbreviations.
Well, this is Elmo, and I of course,
But
he's the guy with the
Elmo
college.
is quite intelligent.
I'm sure he is.
32 years of college will do that for a man.
Anyway,
Thank you.
as the Dranberry turns, high five, zingers, and doofuses. Come on, Gunga, participate, will you? No.
Oh, I would like to just ring that bell out for Mr. Barter. He's looking good today.
Anyway, we don't have any zingers and doofuses. I've got 3 very high fives. See, on Mother's Day weekend, I always try to take the high road and be positive. Can't screw around all the time.
Are you sure?
Well, it depends.
Okay.
And
Well,
again-
then I'm leaving.
Hey, by the way, you know, the, Alpha Media here, where'd you park your camel? Is that out in the back?
Actually, I put threw him in the back of the pickup truck. He's laying down.
He's laying down.
Yes, he had a few of those iced teas that you acquired.
And he just fell over.
He fell over. I'm surprised. Yes.
You know, when the boathouse put in new flooring in on the deck out there.
And barf bags.
And no, well, almost, the guy says, take a good look at it, almost, because when you hit the floor, you'll know what it looks like this time. Makes good, solid sense to me.
They have bullseyes painted on the floor now.
Yeah. You know, what do they call those body chalk outlines?
Body
Elmo
chalk
was here.
outlines. Yeah.
Outlines. That's what.
A chalk outline.
Chalk
yeah.
outlines. And it gets even better, folks, for those who might have forgotten. Tomorrow at noon, each and every Sunday, you can relive all the magic here at AM 1050 WIP. Listen to the replay. You know, when you're getting ready to take Mom or have that Mother's Day dinner,
Oh, yeah.
what better way to tell Mom I love her than to turn on the replay of this stuff? I can always tell you're up to something when your eyes...
That
you
sounds like
get
my
that-
third wife.
Yes.
He starts gleaming over there.
Yes. That one lasted 2 weeks.
Good morning. You're on Kenosha today.
Oh, good morning, say.
Excellent.
How you doing, buddy?
I want to wish all the mothers that live in Kenosha happy Mother's Day. Say.
Okay, how about it? That sounds sincere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where are you taking your blushing bride?
Take Mom to the buffet.
I knew that was coming.
Which one do you
There's no
suggest?
waiting in line, and Mom can have as much as she likes throughout the morning.
No, that's when they start to get heavy. You don't want to let them go to the buffet. You
Yeah,
want-
Baba.
Yes.
What if she's retaining
The
water?
key is to make Mother's Day special, make Mom comfortable. A buffet, there's no waiting, and Mom can pick and choose what she likes. See?
Okay. So that's the tip of the day, or do you have another?
Well, I want to get back to these scammers. I've got a set of rules, and I want to give you the most important rule, which is rule number 1 when it comes to any type of a scenario where you think one of these scammers are trying to cut a deal and try to work one over on you.
Yes, Mr. Spider, he needs a wheelbarrow in a couple of weeks there. Oh, and if you know about a couple of good scammers, he's going to need a lot of dirt brought into his backyard. So I would suggest that you contact these scammers and get them to work for nothing and then scam them.
Okay, Bubba, what's your idea?
Rule number 1 is called no money down. Get out and stay out.
That was my fourth wife.
Anytime you have any of these swindlers that they like to prey on the elder, see, and a lot of women, but anyone that asks you for money down for any type of project, there's the door. Get out and stay out.
Well, see, it's funny that you mentioned this because Spider here on Memorial Day weekend has ordered a whole truckload of dirt and sod. Ron, did you have to pay money down?
Yeah, Peter has.
Yeah. See, he doesn't listen to you, Bubba. He had to put money down. He shouldn't have done that, right?
A reputable place.
Well, best wishes, all of your soil and sod will show up.
They're probably down in Kentucky by now, huh?
Yeah.
Yes, and my new
South
boyfriend
Carolina.
was going to help shovel it in the backyard.
Go ahead.
So just be aware that if they're coming to your house to try to perhaps unclog your sewer, or perhaps maybe they're going to seal coat your driveway, if they need money down, tell them, there's the road. Hit the road, Jack. Say.
You got that, Spider?
I got it.
He's got it.
Thanks for the tip.
So a guy that's taking a wheelbarrow of dirt coming up his driveway, did we lose him?
Only because he hung up, yeah.
Oh, he hung up on us.
Yeah, he hung up on you.
Oh, okay. Well,
He told you rule number 1, he's out.
Okay, well.
He came in, told you rule 1, dipped out.
It was very informative, very timely, because
Yes.
this is a true case here, Spider. So if you put money down, don't come crying to us the next week.
Will you be helping Mr. Spider shovel?
No,
How are you going to keep that buttocks they appreciate so much so nice and trim?
I will be shoveling it right here on Saturday morning. I ain't going over there.
Oh.
Maybe he accidentally.
Maybe he's calling back. Let's find out.
Hey, good morning. You're on Kenosha
That
today.
man is cutting line in the salad bar.
Okay, all right. Sorry, we got cut off there, but go ahead, finish up. Do we lose him again?
Yep.
Don't we have tinfoil on that 430-foot tower in the back?
I took it down.
What for?
The sandwiches needed wrap.
For this reason.
Oh yes, it's sandwiches that we had.
I'm doing my best to improve your show.
Oh, okay. What, taking the tower down?
Uh-huh.
Ouch.
And then, anyway, you can watch the replay of this finely tuned, professionally produced
sure.
excuse for a radio show on Spectrum's Channel 14, Tuesdays at 5 and Wednesdays at 6.
Oh, here's a good one. I haven't seen this number in a minute.
Good morning.
It's Irish Ruth. Good morning.
Gunga, this is for you.
Oh, thank you.
No. Listen, if the door is there and you don't want them to come back, just tell them don't come back unless your publisher's clearinghouse. So my mother's name was Dolorosa, Via Dolorosa Jerusalem.
Absolutely.
And I'd like to say to everyone who's been kind to me, because when I go to communion in many places, I always say, thank you for your kindness. I want to God bless you to the families of the people who have been kind to me. And would you like to know what I've done for Mother's Day?
Not really.
I would love to. I would love to continue this.
Go ahead, make it
Well,
snappy.
And I like the
Okay.
communion wafers also.
I bid $30 on a brand new Coach bag. and I got it, but I gave them a tip for $5, so it was $35, and it was at a Mother's Day tea for Loved Twice. They do furniture delivery for free for people who don't have any furniture. You know, military, fires, low-income people. So I got a Coach purse valued brand new, $200 for $30.
That's an excellent price, Wayne. Wouldn't you agree?
I do agree.
Yes.
That's a hell of a deal, Ruth.
Yes.
I know. And, you know, I would never spend $200 on a Coach purse or God would arrest me.
That's
However, I got it for $30.
Yes, I bought
Can you imagine?
Yes, I bought a fanny pack for the same price. It's not a Coach,
Oh,
though.
and here's the thing. I think that the smart retired cop, police officer who married Delilah, that's the kind of girl that every guy out there should find. An old-fashioned girl with heart so true. It's just amazing, that smart cop.
I can't take
that
it
smart
anymore.
cop. But I think
Wayne,
let is more qualified to be with
my
Louis
hair's
Get that
starting to
sharp
hurt.
pencil and stick it in your eye, Mr. Barter.
My hair is starting to hurt. I got it.
Thanks for calling,
At
Ruth.
least
Well, don't you think that Delilah should be with Lou Regani? Because she's more in his league.
Yes, if you would have stuck with the Coach purses, that would have been much more
Hey,
interesting.
Gunga, why don't you call Delilah? You could shake up the whole country.
Give me her number. I'll be more than happy to call her.
Hey, Delilah.
Hey, Delilah. Oh, yes.
Bye, Delilah.
Can I call you Delilah,
No.
Mr. Barter?
Call him delicious.
He is. He's like.
Well, look on the bright side, boys. She didn't cuss at anybody.
Yes, he's like.
I suppose we got that going for us.
Yes, Mr. Barter's like a urinal cake, delicious.
Yeah, I got a urinal cake. I just got a text from my good friend.
You have a good friend.
And,
He's only got one.
Scarlett Johansson is left-handed. I can't describe the rest of it. I don't even know who Scarlett Johansson is.
Yes,
but
you do. She's that blonde bombshell that
Boy,
you
I
used to
can-
date.
Boy, listen, if I was dating her, I'd still be dating her. Of course, I have issues, you know.
No,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
you wouldn't.
Anyway, we killed that half hour, right?
Oh, so lucky us.
We'll come back and we'll play a little City in Jeopardy and we'll get more to. Once again, a very good morning to everybody. This is Uncle Scotty Barter, and welcome to the May 11th edition of the award-winning Kenosha Today Weekly Report. We are coming to you live from Studio A here at AM 1050 WLIP, spreading the love on this Mother's Day weekend. As you just heard, our very good caller, Irish Ruth, call in, and no swear words. So
no swear words.
We got that going for us.
Very much so.
On the red hot airways of WLIP to over 1.4 million people residing in the Kenosha Today Nation. Again, we invite you to join the thousands of fans who have already signed up and liked us on Facebook. We are brought to you by our major sponsors, the Boathouse Pub and Eatery and Barter's Financial Planning Services, along with a host of many other very fine local businesses. Filling in for Elmo this morning, who was Elmo's the fixer, but he's away on assignment. So Gunga, the Crown Prince of Pakistan, is here.
And Mr. Barter's new love interest.
Yeah, you forgot to put that as part of his
go.
moniker.
It's not written here. He's the Crown Prince.
Hold on, hand me that piece of paper. We'll pencil it in.
He's not the pervert Prince of Pakistan,
I'm pretty sure he's that too.
Oh, I thought the statute of limitations ran out on that charge. Anyway, also joining us, the Kenosha Today love doctor, Spider the camera dude. Is he still here?
Yeah.
No, he's taking
okay,
a nap. He's
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
doing doing a bonanza quiz right now.
Yeah, I'm getting my wheelbarrow lined up, ready to go.
That's pretty timely that he brought that up, and you're going to be doing that in 2 weeks. So, what did you buy Mrs. Spider for Mother's Day? Another
Wheelbarrow.
a
Vacuum.
wheelbarrow
As in hers.
and her own shovel.
Yeah.
Right.
A double wheeler?
Double wheeler
Oh,
for Mama.
those are
Yeah.
wonderful. You can
Yeah.
get more stuff in those.
Yep.
No more
Tandem wheels.
Yes.
no more scales.
No.
You know, one of
The
these.
last one's still working, so
Yeah.
why get
Well,
her a
you
new
might
one?
have to get her for Christmas some new batteries.
Yes.
That
I mean, that's-
scale's still going from when we did the TV show.
Yeah. Yes, I bought wife number 5 a lawnmower one year. It was it really went over big.
What's I hear? One of the guys on the other show said they bought his wife a set of pots and pans. You know, you're supposed to buy. This is the way. Well, I would have done the same thing. Like the guy.
What, pots and pans?
I would for Mother's Day or buy her a vacuum cleaner.
Sure.
Or Spider's case, a wheelbarrow, her own shovel.
Yeah.
But that says I love you. And thank you, Mom. But this Mother's Day stuff has gotten way out of hand. Instead of one day, 2 hours, you shower her with gifts and all this stuff. But now it's extended Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Then the mom has to take the next day off on Monday, just like the Super Bowl. It's getting out of hand. 262-694.
Yes, and the foot rubbing is unbelievable.
You know what? Just
5-6 hours of it. Oh, my hands.
Just like Valentine's Day and Mother's Day and Sweetest Day, this is 3 times a year a guy can try to kiss up to the missus and try to get lucky.
Sure.
Does Sweetest Day apply for us, Mr. Barter? What shall I be receiving?
You should be needing that doughy shoulder.
Oh, yes. Yes, it's sensational.
Also, in engineering and board operating, the Kenosha Trolley Ride this morning, the prettiest face here at Alpha Media.
That would be Wayne.
Some days are better than others.
Yes. Oh, you're looking good, though.
I have my moments.
No,
but thank you.
Making the missus proud.
She's still the missus, so we're doing something right.
The day's not over yet.
It's still early.
We still got an hour and a half together here.
What gift she gets?
Hey, you're still going to be with us, apparently, huh?
Yeah.
It's like purgatory.
Well, see, here's the big problem. We could find a replacement for me.
Yeah.
A trained chimp could do this. The problem would be being able to banter back and forth with you guys and carry the show.
And push the button.
So are you telling me there's no one in Alpha Media in this whole WIP building that can BS better than you?
That's going to sit here? Yeah.
And be paid for it?
Right.
By the manager?
No, not get paid for it. There's a difference.
Well, Jockstrap Jake, I thought he did a good job.
Yeah, no, he passed on that.
You
see, if we give people a taste of it, they know they don't want to come back. Exactly. They run far, they run fast.
That's why I thought I saw him getting on a bus, a Greyhound, getting out of town.
Anywhere but Kenosha today. Yeah, driving away. So what we have to do is we have to hire a new person that has personality that's never been on this show.
And as dumb as rocks, right?
Get them to sit here, train them to do it, and then leave them here. Well, that's what happened to me.
Yeah, we duct tape you.
All right.
Yeah. Well, what's so wrong with this? I mean...
You saw how
we only
long,
got 90 minutes.
You saw how long Pete wanted to stick around after they got me on board, right?
Yeah, boy, he was out the door.
Yeah.
Even those stripper girls couldn't keep him in here.
They kept him in for that day, but he knew what was coming the next week.
Yeah, Casey's coming back.
Right.
Yeah, I called his show yesterday. Him and Donna Dave were filling in for Dan Haney.
Right.
And I called him, and I said, Stevie, I'm so lonely. I miss you. And I don't know what he said after that.
Oh, you're two-timing me, too.
Yeah. He was my first love.
Oh, okay.
Anyway.
Been there.
So anyway, the question is, there's no one that's on the horizon that's going to...
Maybe. We'll see.
I think you ought to get...
That and you're difficult to work with. So.
Oh, really?
Oh, jeez.
Get me a woman.
You're so needy. Yeah, right.
Oh, you did you've been here over 2 years and you did a lousy 40-second promotion for me.
And your intro. And put Gunga's thing in the system. And I sit here every week making sure people can hear you.
What?
That's good. What?
Exactly.
Sounds like you're very unappreciated.
I am. And then he doesn't understand that we just take his mic down and then all of a sudden he's not being able to be heard.
Did I fail to mention?
Yeah.
So just a lot of white noise.
See right now? No, it's just me and you right now. I suppose I could turn up his mic. There it is. Is that better? Now you can hear yourself?
Yeah. Coming up after,
there he is.
Did I fail to mention that coming up after the 11:30 break, our weekly editorial segment, and this week it's 3 high fives, and it's as the, I'm just going to say the one hump camel.
As
turns.
the one hump camel turns.
Yeah.
How does a one hump camel turn?
Slowly.
And
262-694-1050. And also no one in the first half hour has won this morning's Secret Word Challenge, sponsored by Varda's Financial Planning Services. And if you happen to mention that, we'll send you out a $20 Boathouse gift card. And we don't give the hints until after 11:30.
right, because we're trying to hedge the bet that no one will guess the word.
That's why it's called the Secret Word.
Right, exactly.
Hello?
Right. That's it.
Also, how long do you think it would, going back to your replacement, how long do you think it would it would take to train somebody to come in here and do this?
To do this, I was here, 2 weeks
Yeah.
with Pete before he ditched me and I took over?
He ditched.
Right.
Okay. I just
So
asked
maybe 2 weeks. Why, you got somebody?
No.
You know a guy? Or a girl? This could be like that weather bunny thing where, we're going to bring in a weather bunny, and then nobody shows up, and the people that do fall off the chair.
Yeah, we did, but we had to prop her up like a weekend at Bernie's.
Yeah, I
over
know.
the corner.
Yeah. And not let her talk on the mic.
Yeah.
Yeah, holy crap.
This show is still being recorded, right? For training purposes?
Yes.
Any litigation that might come up?
Very much the litigation.
And you can relive the magic tomorrow at noon here. And special thanks to Elmo. You can find the Kenosha Today show 365 days a year, 24/7 up on YouTube. Of course, after the 11 o'clock break, this week's top 10 thought-provoking category, the top 10 highlights of Mother's Day here in Kenosha. And now, boys and girls,
Dun, 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 dun.
it's time to play Kenosha's fastest-growing game show sensation, the Lightning Round of City and Jeopardy, sponsored by the Boathouse Pub and Eatery. And to be eligible, no one from your household could have won any contest on WLIP within the last 60 days. We'll now clear the phone lines.
Clear.
And I am going to read the question, which is always a very sophisticated, intelligent multiple-choice question. You will then... What did I say?
Are you going to ask them that fancy word that Elmo had for camels?
Yeah, yeah.
And how to spell it?
He should have known better than to give me a four-syllable word like that.
Yeah, right?
Yes, that's something a Pakistan hooker would say. One hump or two.
Okay, let me get back to the game here. You
Game
will then,
on.
Oh, I apologize. You let me know when I can talk.
You then get 3 somewhat intellectual answers to choose from. And after that, you will hear the ding. Gunga, gunga. Oh, very
that-
smooth.
Very dainty.
Here's a few for you, big boy.
Now he's getting me nervous again.
Right, and you're turning all red.
Yeah.
You're not going to be able to get through this.
I have to.
You're a humdinger.
The first caller to correctly answer the question wins a Kenosha Today $25 gift certificate to the Boathouse Pub and Eatery, located at 4917 7th Avenue here in Kenosha. Just a second here. And
I
tomorrow,
love the bells.
tomorrow is the big Mother's Day brunch from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. They have the omelet station, ham, egg, cheese, baked chef carving, hickory ham, sirloin of beef, and if you listen to Bubba call in, you can. This is a buffet, and moms can take all they can eat, right? And they have a dessert table, and adults are only $22. Children 5 to 10 are 10, and children under 4 are 5. Better call for a reservation. I highly recommend it. 262-654-9922. That's 4917 7th Avenue, Harborside. Or you can go find them on the web, boathousekenosha.com.
Wasn't the sirloin of beef your moniker for Kenosha for many years?
No, 4-ounce fillets.
Oh.
Hey, you know, when you're taking a gal over and bring her over for dinner,
Yes.
you know, you suffer with 4-ounce fillets and you still have enough left for breakfast.
No comment.
All right.
Any comment there, Wayne?
Nope, leaving it alone.
Thank you.
All right, here's the very sophisticated question. What is the number one way to tell a radio show is out of control? Number one way to tell... now, just let me get through these, all right?
Mm-hmm. There's only 3 options.
to tell a radio show is out of control. A, the host bragging they are the only ones to have passed the FCC's strip and cavity search. B, have appeared as poster boys for the worldwide idiots on radio. Or C...
It's the crappiest show on radio, the crappiest show I know. It's the crappiest show on radio, the crappiest show I know.
All right.
There's no other words to
All right, we don't have to go into the...
You don't wanna do the whole song?
First caller, 262-694-1050. What is the number one way to tell a radio show is out of control? A, hosts bragging they are the only ones to have passed the FCC strip and cavity search. B, have appeared as poster boys for the worldwide idiots on radio. Well, we'll pass on the playing of the C. Do we have a caller there?
Yes.
Okay. Good morning, you're in Kenosha Today.
Hello.
Who's this?
Hi. This is Virginia.
Hi, Virginia.
Hey, Virginia.
Okay, Virginia. Here's the deal. You haven't won anything here in 60 days, have you?
No, I haven't.
Okay. All right. I'm going to read the question for you. What is the number one way to tell a radio show is out of control? A, the hosts bragging they are the only ones to have passed the FCC strip and cavity search. B, have appeared as poster boys for the worldwide idiots on radio. Or C,
It's the crappiest show on radio,
I know.
the crappiest show I know. It's the crappiest.
okay, Virginia.
A. It's got to be A.
Host bragging they're the only ones to have passed the FCC strip and cavity search. Yes, that's a correct answer. And you know, just to...
You're doubting our crappiness?
Okay, just to prove that you are correct in that.
Here's one for you, Mr.
Oh,
Barter.
I forgot to build up the act.
Yes.
But
I'm
anyway,
okay with that.
All right. Anyway, Gunga's here as a guest, and he had to pass the FCC strip and cavity search just to get in the building. So you are correct.
It was wonderful. The highlight of the day.
Conducted by Scott Barter himself.
Yes. I was hoping for Wayne, but...
Although he forgot his glove. I thought that was a little weird.
Virginia's a guest here on the radio.
Yes, and he has very cold fingers, Wayne.
So,
Very much so.
Virginia,
Yes.
have you made a request of what you want for Mother's Day?
I'm going up north to Port Washington, and it's real cold up there.
Well, I'd stay home then.
I'm going to wear something warm.
Who's taking you up there?
My friend taking me up there.
You need an escort.
Oh, a friend, Virginia.
Oh, look at you,
I
Mr.
have
Barter.
my
You're
best
lighting up.
friend. I'm a traveling friend of his. Because of his age, he's 86.
Well, you don't happen to have a sister that's a little
No, I
young?
don't.
Oh.
I never had a sister, just brothers.
Well, I ain't going out with any of those guys.
Not when he's got me.
All right, off the air, Wacky Wayne's going to get your name and address and phone number, and I'm going to send this out. I'm going to send it out to you on Monday. Hey, one last question, then I'll let you go. You think
Yes.
Mother's Day is way overrated?
No, I don't.
Okay, well,
But
we're out of
you
time.
know what else you can announce over the air while you're at it? They're having a farmer's market right now behind the Lions Club on the lakefront shore.
Okay.
They're having a farmer's market outside, and they
Okay.
don't think it's too cold.
How much do they charge for a farmer?
Yeah, what's a farmer going for these days?
I don't know. I would look. Mr. Spider will need a few of them for hauling dirt.
Can I take this call? No, okay. All right, wait, off the air. When's going to
Okay.
get this information, and I hope you enjoy the day.
Thank you so much.
Oh,
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Anyway, I got to read this. I'm a little behind here. Today.
Hey, good morning, Scott.
Harry, man. What's going on, buddy?
Hey, have they put did they put the donkey lot outside yet for all the farm animals?
Yeah, well, there's one big dopey double hump camel sitting out there. Gunga rode in on this thing, and it's a mess out there. You don't want to come over here now.
I've seen it already. I thought that the program director was going to install some fencing.
Well, he put in a big double wide urinal out there, and I don't think the fence is going to work, but maybe the urinal will work. It's got a nice little umbrella over it. Yeah, go ahead.
What are you getting Mom for tomorrow?
My mothers are gone to the great Mother's Day in the sky.
Oh, we're having a party up here tomorrow.
Oh, well, tell Mom, tell her I'll bring a wheelbarrow of dirt and a shovel, and she can help me and Spider do the yard.
They're having a toilet seat horseshoe tournament.
My mom still talk about me with love and affection.
Yeah, that's the word we're using.
I haven't met her yet. I've got to see if I can find out where she is.
Well, she's always at the end of the bar drinking a.
Would she appreciate a 12-pack of Budweiser?
Well, she'll give you a run for your money there, Harry. Let me tell you.
Yeah, when you mentioned the
Holy cow!
When you mentioned the toilet seat, Mr. Gary, are you sure you're not in Pakistan?
I'm pretty good at that game. It's a lot of fun once you've had a few.
So
how many is a few?
The word ringer.
Hey, do you think Mother's Day is way overrated, Harry?
No, not at all.
You think? Did you get Dutchie something?
Don't be celebrated.
Did you get Dutchie something?
You know what? We wouldn't be here if it weren't for our horny founders. So,
Yeah, you know, like I said before, you got Mother's Day, you got Mother's Day, Sweetest Day, and Valentine's Day, and you know, you're right. You take a guy who wants to try to get lucky 3 times a year.
yeah, Mom wasn't asking Dad, "Hey, what you got going on?" Dad was checking. Hey, let's go have some dinner and then go watch. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, Dad was the aggressive one, I think, for all of us.
Yeah, well, You've never done that, have you? Or did
How
you?
about the Cubs?
You know, yesterday, the Cubs were in first place by a game, so I go to the boathouse to watch the Cub game wearing my Cub jersey.
What is a boathouse?
The boathouse is a bar and a restaurant.
Oh, all right. Oh, boy. That's that's the way to watch some baseball.
Well, anyway, I wore since the Cubs took it on the chin yesterday and played horrible, I am now wearing my Brewers shirt.
They took it on. They lost, didn't they?
Yeah, 7-1 or 2 something. They played 7-0.
Yeah. All right. Well, they got 2 more games left. They got a good ball club up there in Milwaukee.
Well, they do.
They got a lot of young talent and a good, solid team.
What do you think the Cubs? So now they're tied. It's gonna. Do you think you can see this going right down to the end of September? I think.
What's the word on that Pew Darvish?
Pew Darvish. He can't. They paid. What is he getting? $30 million a year?
Yeah, he can't throw a strike.
Yeah. How about it?
And find your location. You're getting paid enough money.
Well, I would never pay anybody except for you, naturally.
And listen that way. You guys, go have one after the show, would you? And happy Mother's Day to all the mothers.
Okay,
Thanks, Harry.
Thanks.
So long.
Okay.
And we want two.
Oh, great. Is he done?
Are
you done, Harry?
Yep.
I guess so.
All right.
Anyway, back to the Union Park Tavern. Big fish fry. Karaoke, they don't start till 8:30, and it's way past my bedtime. At 8:30, I'm usually on my third pee by then, so...
Oh, excellent.
Nice to know.
The information just keeps rolling.
Yes, so it does.
Yes.
So anyway, I started to say today is on Saturday, May 11th. Help us stamp out hunger and put some whatever perishable foods you got, non-perishable foods, in your mailbox in a bag or one of those little blue things, and help stamp out hunger in Kenosha here. Yep. And also it is the Prince Harry and Meghan had their little baby.
They did?
And
A while back.
well, they just come up with a name.
Okay.
And they named this kid Archie Harrison Mountbatten Windsor.
What?
Yeah, I'm reading this. Archie Harrison Mountbatten Windsor. And I'm thinking, I think you're going to beat up on that kid, make fun of him. Now, if this in Pakistan, what this kid's name would have been
Worthless.
Alfia, worthless. Alfia Madhya Gungi Mountain Goat Pakistan III.
Yes, which is a very prestigious name. Wayne, take the gun out of your mouth.
Yes. We'll see what happens.
Actually, I gave that some thought. I had that a little bit.
Took you all week.
Don't hand it to Spider to put it in his mouth.
Pass it around.
Pass it around. We all drank the Kool-Aid.
Yes. Oh, yes. Yes, Mr. Jones and I were right one step from glory.
Yeah.
You'll be meeting with Harry.
Yes, I'll be up there with Mr. Carey.
Hey, for those that think, do I got one call left her?
No.
Okay. I think there's nothing to do in Kenosha. I cut out some of these events. Kids can read to dogs at the Southwest Library. Tales and Tales, Read to a Dog, is planned from 10 to 11 a.m. Today. Parents can register to spend a 15-minute reading session with a certified reading education assistant dog from Kenosha's Dogs of Endearment.
I prefer the dogs to read to me. That's why I go to the late-night bars over there at Spanky's and such and pick up the biggest dog I can get so she can read to me at midnight.
Been married 9 times. Apparently somebody's dog is speaking to somebody.
Hair of the dog.
Anyway, we had... we're going to get back. We got the top 10 coming back. And then also this last week, I will get to this. They had the blessing of the bikes last Sunday or Saturday. And then we'll have the blessing of the fleet in June. And then we'll get to Gunga, and he can tell us about the blessing of the goats, sheets, and camels. And when that's coming up. I know everybody will want to put that.
It's right around the corner. Right after the dirt moving over there at Mr. Spider's, we're going to have a big ceremony.
Awesome. Roll around in the side.
Oh, that will be lovely.
Let the good times roll.
And good morning, everybody. Kind of disheveled here. If you just joined us, this is Uncle Scotty Barter, and welcome to the May 11th Pick-to-Click edition of the Kenosha Today Weekly Report. helping celebrate Mother's Day weekend here in the Kenosha Today Nation. We are live and local, which is always a real fan favorite here at Pothole Central. And if you just joined us in our Kenosha Today Encounter group, we are broadcasting live from Studio A here at AM 1050 WLIP on your radio dial, which is 262-694-1050. Being brought to you this morning by our major sponsors, the Boathouse Pub and Eatery and Barter's Financial Planning Services, along with a host of many other very fine local businesses. As you can tell, we are taking serious journalism to an all-time high, spanning the globe, even going up to heaven, reporting on national and state stories, local issues, and basically your go-to guys for all the fake BS stories that are being reported these days. Joining us this morning, in replacing Elmo Schneider, who's away on assignment, is the Crown Prince of Pakistan. Gunga's here.
Thank you, and I would like to thank Wayne for not abandoning us during the coffee break.
Right.
Yes, and thank you for returning.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to walk out. He was so frustrated.
Wander aimlessly away.
Yes.
He always goes out the door there to have a cigarette.
Yes.
And you often wonder, is he coming back?
Yes, it's a toss-up.
I often wonder if I'm coming back, too.
Runs out on Highway 30.
Yes, and commit.
Please hit me.
Yes. Find a big truck.
I've dodged them all so far.
Also with us, every young snot-nosed little kid's role model, our video coordinator, looking very spider yummy these days. Spider Love is here.
He does look yummy.
Good morning.
Hey, we still got to get him some suspenders. His pants are dragging.
Yummy pants?
He's got those pants on the ground, pants on the ground.
I don't know about you guys.
Pants on the ground, looking like a fool with your pants on the ground, with the gold in your mouth, hat turned sideways, pants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, and performing as both our engineer and board operator, a role model in his own right, Wacky Wayne
A
embraces.
true technician.
A true technician.
Any reason?
Mashing all the buttons.
Any reason the Lord should be weeping this morning? Particular reason?
Shut up. Shut up! Why, cite me. You don't think I'm the kind that would keep blabbing. Some people never know when to stop. When I'm told to shut up, I shut up. Shut up, shutting up.
Boy, I just set him up there for you, don't I?
Yeah.
For those who haven't signed on to like us on the Kenosha Today Facebook page, you can visit us on the World Wide Web at KenoshaToday.com. And the status of this morning's Secret Word Challenge, sponsored by Barter's Financial Planning Services, has yet to be named. And if you happen to get lucky and to say this morning's secret word, we're going to send you out a Boathouse $20 gift card. And normally, coming up this half hour, Captain Mike will call us with his message of hope and desperation.
Oh, I can't wait for that.
I saw him last night at the production meeting, and he
did.
took out a napkin and
As per usual.
wrote something down. And
You told him something, but you don't remember what, and he wrote something down, and you don't know what it was.
Well, he normally writes it down, hangs on my every word, and then he blows his nose, and then he can't read it. It's all
Right.
smudged up. So I had to do with Mother's Day, I believe.
But Lord only knows. All right.
Well, we'll see.
Did you get an Uber ride from him?
Oh, are you kidding me?
Is that what they call it now?
I may lack some intelligence, but I ain't stupid.
Yes. Russian roulette.
Hey, what happened to your pink phone? The last time you were here, you had a cute little pink phone. Now
I didn't want your eyes to
Stray from his.
Thank you, Mr. Ray.
Squander.
Yes.
Quit staring at his phone. Yeah, that's what we're calling it.
Yeah, it's not my phone.
Yes, that pink phone.
The pink phone.
It keeps blinking. Written in her home office. Oh, we're going to start this now. I forgot to tell
Keeps
you.
winking at him.
It's winking at
Written in her home office, Wacky Wayne, at Amen Corner on the deck of the Boathouse Pub and Eatery. This week's top 10 thought-provoking category. The top 10 highlights of Mother's Day here in Kenosha. Number 10. I got him here. Oh, yeah. Number 10. Free Mother's Day salad bar at Orson Welles' house. Number 9. Grandma Barter rolling over in her grave after her wayward son was named Kenosha Trolley Driver of the Year. Number 8. Elmo was awarded the Medal of Freedom from all the soccer moms. And number 7. Beth from Bristol flashing Herbo Bankers at the Kenosha Day Looney Tunes Asylum. Number 6. Harry Carey shows up in heaven with the garage code from Barter Manor. Number 5. Billy Goat and the Four Milkers performing their famous rendition of Grandma Got Run Over by a Trolley. Number 4. Gunga wearing a lime green thong and changing his manhood to Sweet Baby Cakes. Number 3, Captain Mike's blessing of the booty, wearing only a robe on his front porch. Number 2, Bubba claiming executive privilege after being kicked out of the Kentucky Derby for marrying his sister. And the number 1 highlight of Mother's Day here in Kenosha, 2 jackasses on a Saturday morning radio show downing Jello shots with Kate Smith. He doesn't have good bell ringing techniques, does he?
My bell system is not working well.
See, Scott, you should have taken him aside and had a private lesson with him about
my
proper bell ringing.
My bell finger is not flat enough.
Can you ring my bell?
Yes.
Ring my
You could have Spider serenade you.
Yes. Yes. I feel like a Duncan Hines cake so moist next to you, Mr. Barter.
Oh, God.
My finger slips off the bell.
I want to recognize our good friends at KRS Paint. Yeah. You know what's going to happen? You're going to, on Memorial Day weekend, you're going to have all that dirt, and you're going to wrench your back, and you won't be able to walk or perform for
painting skills.
your painting skills. Hey, when you're putting sod, this is just a tip.
Green side up?
Green side up, yeah.
Okay, I gotta remember.
Yeah. Well, do we want to talk about how to celebrate Mother's Day in Pakistan? Oh, no, I know what I want to do first. Pardon me. Last Saturday was the Riders, 30 years of the blessing of the bikes. And then in June comes the blessing of the fleet. And then I know everybody's really concerned. This is like a save the date. The blessing of the goats, sheeps, and camels. Gunga, when is that coming up?
That's coming up this Thursday night at my house.
Do we need a dish to pass or what?
That would be lovely. But just bring a big jar of Vaseline.
Oh, jeez.
to dip the goats in.
Yeah, right. Anyway, I got
for blessings.
I'm going to get that away. That probably wasn't worth bringing up. Here's an article that Kenosha County is a hot spot for Wisconsin tourism. And it's true, it is. Local sporting events, festivals, workshops, exhibits at the museum.
Skitching off the trolley.
Yeah, downtown nightlife and venues poured in. Now, this is what I kind of really question. They claim $227.8 million dollars were poured into the Kenosha County coffers. I don't know. That seems a little bit on the high side, but, $227.8 million. I would like for somebody to explain how they figure that out.
How many Long Island iced teas is that?
Well, let's see. 650 divide, carry the one.
Lots.
All right, so we got through that. Again, if you just have some non-perishable food items, put them out in your mailbox, or actually put them in a bag, and the mail carriers are going to come around and collect those. I think the last time we talked about this, and then they take it all down to these huge, I think they fill about 5 semis full of food.
Yeah.
And cart it off.
Where do they take it?
I don't know if they take it to the Shalom Center. I thought it was supposed to stay here for use in Kenosha County. So
I would hope so.
Yeah.
How much money is spent?
They say 227.
227 million?
Yeah. What are you going to do? Some figuring?
Yeah.
No, jeez. Okay.
How many scales is that?
Yeah. Did you get the one on coupon over at Walmart, Spider?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, at any rate,
again, welcome to the Kenosha Today Show, killing 1 half hour at a time. Thank you very much.
Yep.
It's about 35 million iced teas.
killing 30 minutes at a time. That's brilliant.
Oh, yeah.
And you never went to broadcasting school in Pakistan?
Certainly not, and I will not perform anything else either. Anything of intelligence.
I'm going to say a couple of these. How to celebrate Mother's Day in Pakistan. You tell me when to quit. You get it. Well, I haven't said one yet.
You when to quit.
Here,
that's funny.
Show Big Mama how to romance a stone without wearing a turban. Yes, that's some possibilities. Travel to Kentucky so the tramp can marry your youngest brother. Here's how they celebrate Mother's Day in Pakistan. Get her a tattoo that says, "No more stretch marks and varicose veins in my life."
Well, you can't tell because they're all got hairy legs.
Where did you get these?
Oh, I'd rather not say.
Sounds like internet memorabilia.
Here you go.
Is this one of the hateful texts you got during the break?
This will be after this one.
Oh, okay.
Here you go, Ganga.
Yes.
How you celebrate Mother's Day in Pakistan. You bandage up her forehead with a 10-foot pole kept hitting her.
Is that 1 inch at a time?
You guys aren't taking the response isn't...
The seriousness?
Real, yeah.
The serious of the gesture?
We're just trying to...
Wayne, you're the only intelligent man in this room, so...
Yeah, that's probably why I'm staring at Google right now.
Do you have a Stump the Chumps there for me? Not a Stump the Chumps,
Hey,
but
35 million iced teas.
35 million iced teas, according to Spider.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Good morning. You're on Kenosha today?
Hey, Scott and everybody else, including Gunga. How are you?
Yeah, good, Dennis.
Well, thank you.
Everybody else. Yeah, fine.
Mr. Spider.
Yeah.
So what's new on Mother's Day weekend in Waterford?
Well, the fields are very rain-soaked out this way.
That's
so
because
I don't
of
know if Mother Nature has been kind.
Are you the only conscious person right now in Waterford?
Well, let me ask you. The missus, she's not listening to this, right?
Not at the moment.
Okay, good. And because I'm going to ask you a very poignant question. Mother's Day is overrated, correct? In your view?
Don't go there.
I wouldn't say so.
Boy, you're trying to get lucky tonight too, aren't you?
Who's lucky?
Oh, yeah, right. So you're saying it's all skill?
That's right.
So, in other words, you have Valentine's Day, you have Mother's Day, Sweetest Day, and you get her something. Okay, how much do you spend?
And her birthday.
And her birthday, too. You got 4 of them. Thank you, Spider. How much do you spend on like Mother's Day here? And
it's like the credit card commercial. It's priceless. You can't put a price on it.
Oh, God. No wonder she drags your fanny to the mall every Sunday, carts you around like a little puppy, and puts you in the food court with a bowl of Alpo and a bowl of water and says, "Stay, Dennis, stay till I get back."
Would it be cheaper than the Lady of the Night in Pakistan, which costs me $1.50 an hour?
And he gets change back.
And I get change. Yes, thank you. It's like those Burger King Happy Meal things.
Yeah, you know.
There you go.
He's
Boy,
got
speaking of Burger King, that Burger King guy in the ad that plays the king, he looks a little bit out there, I think.
Well, you know who we should set him up with? Flo from Progressive. There's a match made in heaven.
Well, I'm not the butler if she's not the maid, so, that's the way it goes.
Again, Wayne, take the gun out of your mouth.
Hey, I have a question. A couple weeks from now, Memorial Day's coming up. Are you going to do a 58 Below show?
We don't know. They haven't gotten back to me or gotten to me at this point, so I highly doubt it because we have to have lead time. We just can't go plop our butts down like you do at the mall and think we're going to come up with 2 hours of primetime stuff.
I was looking forward
what did I say that was so funny?
When have we ever done primetime stuff?
I was looking forward to the national anthem performed by a special guest again, but I didn't.
Okay. For those that don't, that was that Memorial Day? Or was that
or Veterans, one of the two.
It was from 2 years ago. And Irish Ruth came in looking like the Lady Liberty, the Statue of Liberty, with the tassels out of her hair. And she wanted to sing the national anthem right there, and we wouldn't let her do it. And then she wanted to do it as we were taking our equipment down. I said, nope. So I go to the bathroom and I come out. She's singing this national anthem, and she forgets the words. Seriously, she forgets the words, misses out a whole stanza, and when she gets done, Captain Mike yells, "Play ball!" So
it was a shame the way she got that outfit. What happened is before the end of the tax season, those people that stand outside that one tax office that do taxes, she jumped one of their employees and stole the uniform.
Hey, she called.
Thank you, Columbo.
Yeah. Get out and stay out.
I'm going to put a certain detective I know on that one.
Yeah. She called this morning, and we got through about, a minute or two with no cuss words from her.
Altogether too long, yeah.
I heard that, and by the way, I think Wayne's getting a little familiar with her. He didn't even put the Irish in front of her name. He called her Ruth.
Ooh. Yeah.
Oh, they're on a first name basis.
I sent Gunga out to Bristol to pick up that gal Beth, who hasn't called us yet. She's probably never going to call us again. We get a lot of this first time callers, last time listeners type
She's
of thing.
probably flashing the planes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Wayne, Gunga probably couldn't find her because she was in her rabbit suit hiding from him.
Oh no, he finds her. He's peeking in the window. And a young impression guy like this, he's scarred for life. He got in and got a speeding ticket. Come back to town here.
Yes.
He couldn't. He had
Well,
to get out of there.
you know what you're going to have to do to try and catch a peek of her? Get your pilot's license and do a low run over. You know what she said she does with pilots.
Do you think, Dennis, that a guy like me would stoop so low to do something like that?
Yeah, in fact, in your mailbox out there is your trainer's permit for the airport.
Just go to her backyard and bounce on the trampoline.
Crop duster Scotty, here I come.
Oh, God.
So what are you doing for the missus tomorrow on Mother's Day?
We're going into your fair city, and we're going to take her mother out.
Dennis is actually going to drop what's-her-name off at your place and then take out her mother.
Scotty not here.
You're a wonderful man, Dennis.
Where are you taking her?
She likes a local establishment, which is a chain, but it's.
Okay.
She likes it, the charcoal grill.
Well, why don't you bring her? Why don't you bring her to the boathouse for a blast of Long Island?
I don't know if she could partake in that and handle that.
I'll teach her.
Yes, Mr. Barter will need somebody to pick him up about 3 o'clock and pick him up off the floor also.
Hey, Dennis, what says I love you and make sure I'm your will better than a buffet for $22 and a couple pops of Long Island's?
Tootsie Roll, maybe.
This is not the 4th of July parade. By the way, we are in the 4th of July parade in Summers this year.
Oh, cool.
So
you guys are, you're all over the map.
yeah, pretty much.
Every week.
Well,
every 30 minutes.
Every 30 minutes, yeah.
For 2 hours.
What a way to, how would you say, Gunga? Way to kill 30 minutes again?
I repeat, Wayne, take the gun out of your mouth.
I'll try. No guarantees.
Well, like that Chicago news station, WBBM.
Yes.
Their motto, give us 22 minutes, we'll give you the world.
Yes.
You give people the world every half hour.
Yes.
I mean, what else can they ask for?
Yeah, we give it to them, all right. Well, some of these people deserve it. So, anyway,
I'm disappointed there haven't been any aldermanic calls in lately.
I think the word is out there for Bowden to call this show.
Really?
Yeah. That's the word I got.
Was that after the massage parlor caper?
I don't know.
What the heck was that all about?
I'm so nice to all these guys all the time. You know, I've Bill Kennedy, Anthony Kennedy wouldn't be where he is today without my help and guidance.
That's right.
A lot of guys can't wear lime green stretch pants.
You can't stand the heat. Get out of the kitchen.
Yeah, that's what I say. What the heck? So, have you gone to the grocery store yet?
Have I gone to the grocery store?
Yeah, yet for this week.
No.
Okay, well, on your list, put vodka and chips and pretzels. I don't want to run out on Wednesday night like I have on occasions.
Oh, God. Gunga, how do you like it down there? How is the experience?
I'm loving it. I'm waiting for Mr. Sai, that political juggernaut, to call in and give us all his knowledge.
You mean the Bishop Cy Costabile?
Yes, the men with no votes.
I talked to Mickey after he was down there. He's never been the same. He hasn't taken a drink since he's been on that show.
On this show?
Yeah.
Mickey who?
O'Shaughnessy.
Yes, you're.
Oh, yeah. That dude.
I talked to him, and he hasn't taken a drink since he's been on the show. I don't know what the
you know what? He was a troubled individual when he got here. He needed therapy, and there's just, I'm only about one person here, and I can't help and give therapy to every Tom, Dick, and Harry or Jane Doe.
He said you kept admiring his kilts and kind of massaging his thighs. I don't know what was going on.
Well, he didn't have enough talc on, for one thing, and he was driving me nuts, personally, and I had to tell him this.
Did he mention the naked night fight between Ruth, myself, and Shirley? And
by the way, what is Gunga? What are you wearing? Are you wearing traditional Pakistani wear? Or?
What do you mean? What is he wearing?
Under my blue jeans, I've got this nice lace outfit. You only Mr. Barter will see it later.
Oh, there we go.
Yes, it's for special occasions like Mother's Day.
All right. Well, you enjoy the mall tomorrow, and if you happen to be in my neck,
I think Gunga will be smoking a Camel after you two get through. I think.
That was a brilliant pun.
We got to wake up as Clyde Camel's sitting underneath a tree out there, and lucky WIP put him a new double wide urinal out there so he didn't mess up the backyard here.
Wayne, take away the razor blades from your wrists.
It's the bottles of pills you really got to worry about, Gunga.
And by the way, the pronunciation of the camel is dromedary.
What did I say?
You butchered the hell out of it.
A dromedary, yes. A one humper, or is that a two humper?
What did I say? I said dromedary, didn't I?
I think you said dromedary or dromadin or something.
Oh, potato, tomato, tomato. What's the difference?
Dramamine is something that you fall asleep on, like the show.
Dramamine, yes.
I was told there wasn't going to be a lot of spelling and pronunciation questions here this morning. And by the way, how would you know that?
Just from my studies in the past.
You're studying one-humped camels, are you?
Of world, world social.
Camel
geography.
love making, maybe?
Yeah, all right, we're not buying it, so I got to go.
All right, take it easy.
Yeah,
See you, Dennis.
Bye-bye.
Anyway, tomorrow is Mother's Day. I shouldn't say it like that.
Would you like to spell that name, that dromedary?
I got it here. It's Dramadaray. I believe that's how it's spelled. Of course, then again, I'm not the world's best speller on the planet. Anyway, a cordial Happy Mother's Day to everybody tomorrow.
Oh, there you go. That sounds a little bit better as opposed to it's Mother's Day tomorrow.
Can I borrow those razor blades?
Yeah. The bottles of pills. Mm-hmm.
Sunday, May 12th, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. At the Boathouse, which is located at 4917 7th Avenue here in Kenosha. They have the omelet station, ham, egg, cheese, baked, hickory ham, roast sirloin of beef, beef tips, chicken forestieri. That's not how you pronounce it. They got chicken anyway.
Is that the 4-inch beef that you were talking about, the beef tips?
No, I was referring, the 4-inch beef was me.
Oh, I didn't catch on.
You will.
Only on a really good day, though.
If it's not cold out,
right.
and not in water,
Anyway,
not walking, not sleeping.
They're going to have salad
Breathing.
selections. Let me finish this commercial, boys.
I apologize.
Dessert table, and so much more. And according to Bubba's rule number 78, you can cut in line at the salad bar, and moms can have all you can eat. And adults are $22. Children 5 to 10 are $10. Children 4 and under are $5. I could get the 5. I think I can qualify for the children under 4.
And there will be no nose picking in line. This is a special buffet tomorrow.
Now the owner of the Matzer at the boathouse is going, now I need the gun to my head.
Yeah.
Anyway, for reservations, 262-654-9922. Again, it's 4917 7th Avenue, Harborside. You can get them on the web at boathousekenosha.com. I can wait for this one for the last half hour. We are still awaiting Captain Mike to call for his message, Mother's Day message of hope and desperation. And if somebody wants to stump the chumps, 262-694-1050. Well, Gongo.
I have a little Mother's Day poem that I've come up with. It's not much.
Well, last 90 minutes wasn't all that great either, so go ahead.
Well, thank you.
Go ahead.
1 mom, 2 mom, 3 mom, 4. 5 mom, 6 mom, 7 mom, more. I wouldn't go any farther. They get expensive.
Well, getting back to my how to celebrate Mother's Day in Pakistan.
That includes wives, too.
That went right over my head. We've got...
what do you want for nothing?
That's right. Hey, you get what you pay for, right? No one's made or said the secret word yet. We're going to give a hint when we get back.
We are.
Well,
all right.
Maybe.
All right.
Well, we cut it off at 5 to 12, and we'll give it about 6 to 12.
Sounds about right.
And we can talk about anything anybody wants to talk about within reason. If you think Mother's Day is overrated, we'd like to hear that. If you think maybe we should have a Mother's Day in the spring, like we do now, and Mother's Day in the fall. I mean, let's celebrate Mother's Day 365.
Then it won't be as special.
Look on the bright side, Wacky Wayne. I got material here to last us a long time.
What, Mother's Day in Pakistan?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
So, anyway, we'll be back in a couple minutes. We are back. Heading down the home stretch on the Kenosha Today Trolley Ride this morning. If you just joined us, this is the May 11th edition of the Kenosha Today Weekly Report. The good news is we are still here, right, Wayne? Wayne? to over 1.4 million people residing in the Kenosha Today Nation. Being brought to you by our major sponsors, the Boathouse Pub and Eatery and Barter's Financial Planning Services, along with a host of many other very fine local businesses.
What is that sign you're carrying? No resuscitation, Mr. Wayne. Please do not resuscitate.
DNR.
With us this morning, if you're just joining us, the ever-loving Crown Prince from Libertyville, Gunga, by way of Pakistan, is here. Elmo is on...
by way of pickup truck.
Was on not on vacation.
He's on special report down on Sheridan Road.
Yeah, hope he's picked us a couple up by the time we get.
I hope somebody's picked him up.
Yeah. From a galaxy far, far away called Spider Dome, Spider the camera dude, and along with our engineer board operator Wacky Wayne joins us here. Of course, hanging on my every word.
Yes, definitely hanging.
You know, Gunga asked you at the break, how bad is it?
Could always be worse.
Yeah,
yes.
like what?
Like glass under your toenails,
right?
Or possibly spending more than 5 minutes with Ruth.
5 that long?
What
2
else?
hours with Scott, 5 minutes. It's about the same. Yeah, that'd be the same.
Needles in your eyeballs.
Right. Yeah,
yes.
Could always be worse.
Yes.
We are here each and every.
Do you have a mother-in-law?
Yeah, lovely woman though. Yeah.
I used to have one.
Lovely woman.
Lovely woman.
The mother-in-law was great. It's just another story for Scott.
I was just a little misunderstood.
Yes.
Is that what it is?
I had a couple issues here and there.
Right. Hence why you've had to change your garage door code and had your car buff a couple of times.
Oh, boy. There goes the old phone. Thanks a lot,
didn't
Wayne,
see
for
that
bringing
coming.
that.
Yeah.
Who saw that coming?
Yeah, didn't see that coming.
We are here each and every Saturday morning. At least we are recording now. And if you happen to miss this show, you've missed...
What were you thinking? How could you miss this?
Can relive
2
all the-
hours of riveting radio. Replayed again on Sunday from noon until 2.
That took the words right out of my mouth.
There you go. I figured I'd help you out a little bit. You always sound so bored when you do some of these things like, yeah, you could come to the boathouse, have a nice Mother's Day.
Wayne, you have very
buffet."
nice eyes. Looking across there,
I try and keep all the computer screens in the way. I don't want to distract Scotty over there. He turns all red-faced, and then he can't concentrate. He can't read. Gets all choked up.
Well, I can't read anyway.
Well, yeah, there's that.
Status of the Secret Word Challenge to win a $20 Boathouse gift card from Barter's Financial Planning Services is still yet to be named. Gunga, do you have a hint?
Yes.
I do too.
The same consistency as Mr. Barter's shoulders.
I was going to say stomach.
Boy, they're just picking on you left and right, aren't
I
they?
said this last week. God didn't put me here on this earth to be subject to this kind of
Ridicule?
ridicule. Yeah, thank you.
You realize that you pay for that privilege.
That's right.
God didn't have to put you here. You put yourself into it.
Are you getting paid, Wayne?
No.
Not by me.
Definitely not.
One of these,
Scott doesn't even want to give away prizes, let alone pay me to be
when
here.
it comes out of my that's why they call it the secret word. One of these days, I'm going to have a breakthrough show, and I'm going to be signed by somebody. Probably the people out in Sturtevant.
Right, yeah. I'm sure there's a hospital that will be more than happy to sign you. They've got a lovely studio. The walls are all padded. It'd be very comfortable for you, Scotty.
Wisconsin Dells Radio.
Yeah. You don't bother about a microphone.
You won't even need it.
Need one here.
No.
You just think you've got one there. It'll be fine.
Yes, a nice tin can with a string.
Okay, now I got to get a little more serious here. Now, boys and girls, it's time for this week's special editorial segment, and it's 3 high fives, no zingers and doofuses. I am, as the one hump camel.
Dendrophiliac turns.
Yeah.
Yes.
This week's first high five goes to all the men and women in law enforcement, to include all the first responders for protecting us 24/7, 365 days of the year. Especially to those 8 officers who have paid the ultimate sacrifice and were honored at a special ceremony this week. I think all too often we take their services for granted, but we commend everyone for their hard work and dedication to our community. To that end, we also want to congratulate Indian Trail High School senior Kaylee Capers for her beautiful drawing titled Brave, which depicts the famous photo of the Marines raising the flag on Mount Suribachi during World War II. And Kaylee's drawing which won first place in the 1st District Artistic Discovery Contest, will be on display in the United States Capitol. And what better way to pay tribute to all the men and women who have served our country over the years. To Kaylee, we salute and congratulate you with a big high five. And finally, we salute all you moms in our listening audience. I consider myself to be a very fortunate and lucky person, having both a biological mother and an adopted mother, who without their love and guidance, who knows where I might have ended up. Probably hosting some dopey radio show on Saturday mornings. So to all you moms in the Kenosha Today Nation, we salute you and thank you so very much for all you've done for us. And there you have it, folks. This as the one hump camel turns.
Not to mention Lenny Palmer's finger painting display down at the Kenosha rummage sale.
Good morning, on Kenosha Today.
Good morning, Uncle Scotty.
Captain Mike.
How are you doing?
Every mother's
nightmare.
No.
Yeah.
So what's your message?
It was a full life. After me, they had a big argument about that. But
so what's your message? Mother's Day message? Is that what we said we were going to be?
Yeah.
Hoping.
I'm at the Harbor Market. My friend Linda's playing here.
Okay.
Anyways, okay. What my mother taught me. I actually cheated. I got it off the computer. It says, my mother taught me religion. You better pray that will come out of that carpet. This is kind of boring, huh? Oh.
Well, you must not have listened to the first 90 minutes.
I was listening. I got to disconnect you because I'm on, what do you call it, headphones or something.
Oh.
Says, my mother taught me humor. When the lawnmower cuts off your toes, don't come running to me.
That's sound advice, Captain.
Would you like to take a shot at the word, Mr. Mike?
Did you take a couple pops out of your refrigerator before you went down there?
I'm on the wagon, man. I'm actually on my recumbent. I'm on my recumbent, the first outing. My contraption.
Oh, that. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
That's a wonderful thing. It's a little cold out here, though.
Well, you got to put some clothes on.
Actually, my mother died when I was kind of young, so.
Oh, that's too bad.
She put up a heck of a fight, too, I tell you.
That's not. Jesus.
That's pretty rotten, ain't it, man?
Well, it's not rotten, but we're trying
I'm sorry, guys.
We're trying to salute all the mothers in the Kenosha State Nation today, and
Captain Mike's just trying to smother them all.
Yeah, your contribution is obviously not going well.
From 1 to 10, Mr. Wayne, what kind of rotten was that?
It's up there.
Yeah.
So what is your friend playing down there? Is that they have a good crowd down there?
She's playing piano today, and a guy named Mickey is playing guitar with her. And Roger, the saxophone player, is playing at another place with Sugar Bear's playing piano on the north end, and she's playing on the south end.
Hey, where's our friend Cy Costabile been lately?
I don't know. I just turned off his headlights. I don't know.
God almighty.
He's somewhere in the ozone. I don't think he's ever lost.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Oh, well, there, big boy.
You got to run for president with them, whatever.
So hey, he only lost by 16 votes, and don't make fun. Otherwise, we'll run you the next time for all.
Oh God!
So what are you saying, Mike?
You'll be sorry.
What are you saying, Mike? He's not the political juggernaut that we all thought.
The juggernaut part was wrong. All right, as usual, you got to give a little more prep work to your segment here.
Yeah, I guess I do. I don't know. I'm just riding my contraption here. I'll.
Well, go turn the lights off.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you leave breadcrumbs so you know how to get back to the boathouse?
Certainly, sure. Absolutely.
Is there a big crowd down there? Seriously.
I got a long rubber band.
Answer my question.
Well, yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's cold here.
Well, the wind's right off the lake, isn't it?
Yep. Well, it's from the south. South. I don't know where it's from. Southwest.
That's all right. It's some.
Seems like they said something's moving.
I don't want to. Hey, I don't want to.
Buy a bunch of flags. There's nothing moving for wind.
I don't want to confuse you more than you already are. So. Anyway,
stop looking into the sun.
Yeah.
Days are Will Robinson. I got what else do I got here?
Oh, you wrote something down?
No, he's got sound effects.
All right, Captain. We'll see you at the conference.
Okay, you guys, take it easy.
See you, Captain.
Well, Gunga, there's 3 minutes we'll never get back.
I was thinking the same thing. Wayne, you have anything to say about that? Stop rubbing your eyes, Wayne. It'll all be over soon.
No, that's just it, Gunga.
Yes.
It'll never be over.
It'll never. It's the twilight zone of radio.
Every Saturday morning.
It's not over until I say it's over.
That too.
I suppose you're wondering if we're going to take the duct tape off your arms and legs.
I was hoping not to. I like to be
well secured.
Thank you.
Yes.
Anyway, we want to thank Union Park Tavern.
You should have your own show, Mr. Ooh, that should be at an event.
A switcheroo.
Yes.
You let me know when.
Okay.
I thought that's what one of your famous dating moves, the old switcheroo.
It's just when he changes the code.
I learned that from Libby Custer in that group that Ruth takes out to the Little Bighorn. I don't want to go there, Gunga. Don't go there.
Yeah, soon to go to the Gurney Mills location where Ruth is living right down the street from.
Well, we're going to have to work something out. We're going to have to pipe this in from somewhere else because...
From Green Bay.
You know, we might. Some of us still have wants and warrants out in the state of Illinois, and the statute of limitations has not passed on that.
Crossing the border.
Crossing the border. Anyway, getting back to Union Park Tavern, they have their, I believe it's at 3 or 4. Cy Costabile tickles the ivories down there. And he might even play a little piano. Yeah.
I was going to say, there's a lady named Ivory that hangs down at the Union Park Tavern.
See how long her ivories dangled on her. Anyway, nobody's mentioned the the secret word. And so
would you like me to spell it for you?
No. No, it's the secret word.
Not yet. It's still got a few minutes.
Maximum Security got kicked out of the Preakness, or no, he's out of the Preakness. He got kicked out of the Derby, and according to Kentucky law, this was pointed out to me. This is a true story.
Yeah.
According to Kentucky law, it is illegal for a horse to run out of its lane. That's true.
Okay.
That's what got, because he ran out of his lane and got disqualified. Also in Kentucky, the good news, it's still legal in Kentucky to marry your sister.
Okay.
So I just thought I'd point out.
Do you have a sister? Is that why you're bringing this up?
Not in Kentucky. I'd have to transfer her from Tennessee.
Right.
Will she be bringing her own teeth?
See, Gunga, this is at the time of the show when we are scraping the bottom of the informational barrel.
Well, by asking me here, you've done it already.
I didn't think you'd say yeah, but... Hey, there's this last article here of...
Who's that old man you're looking at?
Bernie Sanders. He did his own tax return back in 2009, and he didn't do this with a computer. He did it by hand, and he should have paid another $4,479 more than he did. And they caught up. He missed a whole bunch of everything. And here, the point is, here's Bernie disclosing his 2009 very embarrassing tax return.
He should have called Scotty Barter Financial. He would have done the taxes right.
Yeah, and their Congress is subpoenaing. They're sending away for President Trump's taxes, and Trump says no, he's not going to get them.
Get out and stay out.
Yeah, that's what Trump said. Get out and stay out. So anyway, Bernie screwed this whole thing up. So I guess the point is, I should do Bernie's taxes. It's still on? It's still there?
Hello.
Anyway, we didn't, just thought we'd bring that up. And we covered a lot of stuff here today. You didn't believe me, did you?
What?
About the legal to run a horse out of its lane. Jeez.
Yeah.
Well, we hope everybody has a safe Mother's Day. And
did you want to talk to this person?
Oh, yeah, thanks. I didn't see that. I didn't see that, Lincoln. Good morning. You're in Kenosha today. Hello?
Maybe.
Hello?
Who's this?
Oh, this is Bob from Racine, or
the Old Crow.
Okay, Mr. Crow. What can we do for you?
I'm not eligible, but I want to try the secret word. I think I'm a few days short of being eligible to win, but
go ahead.
Since Captain Mike's voice I heard, it reminded me of what the secret word might be. Okay. And that would be, on Mother's Day, what you barbecue for your mother on the grill is a turkey.
Now, Mr. Crow, do you think we would be so stupid to make a secret word that easy?
Yeah.
He makes a valid point.
What are you laughing for? Unfortunately, that's not the word. But you know, as long as we're up and I'm going to give you the secret word. You don't win anything, but I'm just going to announce what it is. Now, the hint was, go ahead. Go.
What Mr. Barter's shoulders feel like.
And stomach.
And
Did you hear
Mr.
him?
Spider's stomach suggestion.
That's the hint.
Wayne, you have any hints you would like to say?
No. I feel that it would just be targeting other portions of Scott's anatomy that are all this word.
Probably an FCC violation.
Many violations, yes.
Obviously not
It's the same
finger
stuff
licking
between
good.
his ears.
Did you hear what he said? Wait a minute.
Definitely not finger licking good.
No.
None
The
of
secret word was squishy.
Squishy, Uchi.
Okay.
I think
You
Gunga's.
gone?
I think
Oh.
Gunga's. Clue was very apropos.
Hey, Mr. Crow, there. What do you think about this Mother's Day? It's way overrated, or should we just forget it? Or
Oh, absolutely not. You got to have a lot of respect for your family, whether they're mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, aunts, uncles, cousins, etc.
That's true. I agree. I wasn't trying to demean Mother's Day, but since you put it that way, and I'm running out of time for hate calls to come back, and so
Dodging bullets.
yeah. Hey, don't you think that us guys should get the same respect come Father's Day? You know, let the women dote on us for a little bit.
You don't.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Somebody pointed this out. You got Valentine's Day, you got Mother's Day, Sweetest Day, and her birthday. And guys generally think with a certain part of their anatomy, so that they do these things to utilize that part of their anatomy. Now, do you think a woman would take that concept for Father's Day?
Some I know would.
I want their names and numbers. Wayne, off the air.
Get those names and numbers. Yes.
Get them coming in. All right. Well, we managed to upset some people, but we didn't mean to. And
Well, obviously, none of the names start with a letter S.
Of what? The women?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Squishy?
Squishy?
I like them when they're squishy.
Who's on the air? My name's Squishy from Sturdivant. Squishy from Sturdivant.
I think I dated her.
Well,
Mr.
you folks have a good one. Nice talking to you, and get ready to. You can have the rest of the day off with pay. How's that sound?
Sounds brilliant. Thank you.
When you said it was nice talking to you, we don't get a lot of people that make that comment to us.
Well, it's true.
Okay. All right, Mr. Crow, thank you for calling.